They're scheduled to spend a half an hour swapping leather. This a 10-rounder. Well, up against Tyson tonight is a guy that through his career has enjoyed being on the inside. Has tried to make hay by getting right into the kitchen and fighting on the inside. Tyson can eat that up.
Yeah, he can eat that up. He can be dangerous. He can be sneaky on the inside. He throws that uppercut when you don't expect it. All of a sudden, bang, it explodes right on you.
And he returns on that exchange. Needs to improve that accuracy. Missed with the headshot. See, the defense pays off as he gets rid of that downstairs. Halfway through this round here. Just not there. Straight right hand off the mark. Tyson's left working well that time. Accurate shot. Straight right hand comes in. Of this first round. Solid right hand lands from Meldrick Johnson. Here we go. Round 2 is underway. Good defense upstairs to stay away from that offensive assault. Good looking right hand after he got hit. At this stage of a fight, Teddy, these very early moments, how much in your training career will you stress to a guy to try to go to the body?
Very much, because it sets up things later on, and it takes away things that he's trying to do. You know, he's trying to move his upper body. You go downstairs, takes a lot of that away.
Staying away from those headshots with his defense up top. Takes a step back, then the counterpunch by Johnson.
Very similar to what you see Floyd Mayweather do. You know, make a miss, pull that shoulder back, and then come right back with the counter.
We're seeing a lot of work to the body here early on by him. Teddy, is that a certain mentality, these guys that commit to being a body puncher?
Yeah, because they understand that the body punching, you know, that's not something that's glorious. That's not something that, you know, like a great left hook on the chin, bang, it gets results right away. They understand that that's something that pays off later, and something you got to start early and stay with.
Solid left hand to the head. Good double jab by Mike Tyson. Oh, what a shot upstairs.
He's going to have to grab on.
10 seconds remaining in this round. This round comes to an end. A round in which this fighter threw a lot of punches, didn't land a lot of punches. I'll tell you, what advice can you give to him if you're the trainer?
Well, first of all, deal with the psychological part. Joe, don't forget, 75% of this game is psychological. Don't let him get discouraged, because even though he's not going to say nothing, in his head he's starting to get discouraged. Just say to him, hey, listen, you're going to catch him. Let's shorten him up a little bit. And you know what? He's moving his head, so go to the body. Because now you're going to hit him a little in the body, because the body's not moving.
Good two-punch combo by Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson's blocking ability is doing well for him there. Zoning in with the overhand left. Well off the mark by Johnson. Johnson's been doing a very good job landing that uppercut against his opponent. Teddy, if you're his opponent, you know that uppercut's coming. What should you be doing?
Well, exactly. You should move your head a little bit, slip a little bit, let that uppercut miss you, and then there's going to be an opening to counter right away, fill that hole, probably with a hook.
Here's one for you now, he says, right back with the left hand. Teddy, the Mike Tyson reputation has steamrolled through the early part of his career, and specifically many point to his fight back in 1986 against Jesse Ferguson when he knocked him out in the 6th round. And then in the post-fight interview, he simply said, my goal was to break his nose and send it up into his brain.
Yeah, he didn't simply say that. It sounded barbaric, animalistic, but he understood that he was sending a message, not to Ferguson, but to other potential opponents, that this is the kind of person I am. He wasn't that kind of person, but he wanted people to think he was.
So 3 rounds are in the books here. Johnson's up 2-1 on Teddy's scorecard. Punch stats don't always tell the story, but in this case, he's been the busier man, throwing more punches.
Yeah, but he's also had to do a lot more work just to keep his opponent off him, just to keep him defensive. Does that hurt him as the fight goes on?
Targeting that belt line with the double jab. Johnson's doing good damage with the combination punching.
Well, right there's a good example of the benefit of combination punching. You miss the first or the second, the third and the fourth, they land.
He took a go of it to the body, but came up empty. A little give and take, and here comes the left hand. Oh, a nice 2-punch combo by Mike Tyson. Unable to score with the uppercut that time. Tyson's left landing well. There's another right hand. Little head hunting with the left. Well put together combination by Mike Tyson. 4th round now with its last 10 seconds. Good defense, just covering up down low. Johnson's been able to avoid having any of his opponent's headshots landing flush.
And what his opponent has to do, Joe, is make an adjustment. Well, we used to tell the fighters, when a guy's elusive like this fighter is right now, you have to shorten your punches up. Shorten them up a little bit, have less space to travel. They have a better chance of getting to that elusive target.
Comes right back at him with a left hand. Johnson's work in training camp is now paying off. Do you see the accuracy and the effectiveness with that combination? Meldrick Johnson showing good form with that right hand. Doubles up the jab. Still plenty of time to work here in round number 5. 1.5 minutes to go. What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Meldrick Johnson. What an excellent two-punch combo by Mike Tyson. Johnson's absorbing a hook. Tyson's in desperate need of an adjustment here. His style is not conducive to this fight turning around right now. These middle rounds are not being won by a brawling style.
No, not at all. If he had a physical guy in front of him, he'd get away with it. But he's got a technician in front of him. A guy who's just taking him apart, little by little.
Firing off the uppercuts. Great exchange. Final 10 seconds of this 5th round. Off to the side, a little swing and a miss going upstairs. The end to another very entertaining round in what has been a very entertaining fight. A fight where there's just bad intentions. The fight that just doesn't have the feel of a fight that's going to be a decision win for somebody. Looks like somebody's going to get stopped.
Right from the beginning, they've been fighting with desperation. Like, going the decision, as you just touched on, has not been in their minds at all.
Committing well now to that left hand over the top. He digs into the body again. That is a strong uppercut there. He returns the favor with a right hand of his own. Teddy, there are opportunities that are here for him, aren't there?
Yeah, counterpunch opportunities, because he's got an opponent who's walking in a little bit. Now he has a chance to start to chuck something back at him a little.
Well placed, straight right hand. And now they're trading blows. Tyson's almost looking foolish that time he missed so badly. The combination punching now scoring well by Mike Tyson. Tyson's putting his punches together now. That's a nice combination. Jabs by Johnson. And that's the end of round 6. Johnson's got to be in control of things after that round. It's a good fight, very good fight. I give his opponent credit, but I do believe he's ahead on the scorecards.
Yeah, but you want to keep that carrot out in front of him. Keep him running after something, you know? The worst thing is all of a sudden he thinks he's got the carrot, and he's sitting there, he's chomping away at it, and guess what? The tortoise goes right past him. Or in this case, his opponent gets his hand risen.
He's showing what a skilled fighter he is with the counterpunching.
Well, the old timers used to say, when you're calm in there, when you're controlling there, you can make him do what you want. He made him tie his shoelaces right there.
Sound defense. Good block that time by Mike Tyson. Johnson's having his way on the inside, Teddy. This is really paying off for him in these middle rounds.
Yeah, well, he's got to be happy with what his opponent's doing. Standing right there, as you said, as you suggested, standing right in the place he's most comfortable.
A stinging uppercut by Meldrick Johnson. Halfway through the 7th round. Digging in with a left to the gut. Oh, that's good stuff. Fire it right back with one of his own. Good work by Meldrick Johnson. And now he's targeting upstairs. How about a return to sender with the left hand? Not able to land the uppercut. Coming towards the end of the 7th round, 10 seconds to go. He digs in, trying to bank away body shots with the combo. And that does it for this round. Start of round 8, Teddy's scorecard. Well, slight lead here, but I'll say this. He may be up on your scorecards, but his opponent knows how to land a punch against him.
Yeah, he's found a home for that right hand. He notices that he brings that left hand back slow, so the right hand beat him to the mark.
Mike Tyson's landing a combination here. That's what he does when he's at his very best. Great movement to get away from those punches. And now we got a fight. He fires back a right hand of his own. Well, some guys are just takers. And right now, that's the category he's falling into.
Yeah, he is. He's standing right in front. You know, the old-time trainers would say, if you're not working in front, don't let your opponent work. Get out of range. He's not out of range.
Good effective work with that straight right hand. Johnson's combination punching is working well here. He digs in with a left hand to the body. Unable to land clean by Mike Tyson. And you see how he just set the table for that right hand after the jab. You see him zeroing in with that. Oh, and there you go. Oh, this is going to be close. He may be able to survive the round, but he has gone down now. Mike Tyson's rising back up. That takes some guts. Johnson's giving his opponent headaches here now. He's throwing punches, but he's able to block them away. The 9th round of this good fight. Tyson's got to be so careful here, Teddy. He was knocked down in the last round, and you know his opponent's going to be gunning for him here at the start of this round.
But this is where you walk a tightrope, so to speak, because if he's too careful, as you alluded to, guess what? His opponent walks in, and the fight's going to get stopped. So, yeah, he's got to be smart, but he's also got to pitch something at his opponent, chuck something at his opponent to keep him off a little bit, too.
He's completely turned his offense off. You can see that he's just in an extreme defensive posture. But still, his opponent is scoring here.
Look, the extreme defensive posture is a problem. But if he was moving his head with his hands up, at least there'd be misses there. When his opponent would miss, there'd be an opening to come back where even if you didn't come back, his opponent would be a little worried about sitting in there on you. He'd have to think defense. Right now, he's only thinking offense.
Threw the straight right hand, but didn't score with it. Zoning in on that gut combination punch downstairs. Not an accurate hook at all. Tyson's in a bad spot right now. He's and for the second time tonight, he goes down. So the knockdown scored against Mike Tyson, but his opponent may want to watch out as Tyson, solid, some way, somehow, he's got to try to get up. Tyson's down, and he looks to be out.
Now we're going to see what's inside this man.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Boy, what guts. What guts to get up again.
What gets me upset about this guy, Joe, is he's got so much heart. I wish somebody taught him a little bit more, because this guy's getting hit with punches he shouldn't get hit with. If you taught him with that heart, you'd have a champion.
Clean and crisp. That is the way to describe the punching we've seen out of him tonight. Not much left in this fight. Teddy, not much doubt as to who's controlling.
No, a triangle is better than a square. Why? More size. And he has shown me a lot of size. Given angles, counter punching, working inside, working outside. That's why he's the man.
Not hitting his mark there going upstairs. Tyson's now in a spot. Big shot comes crashing home. How is he going to survive this? Once again, he hits the deck.
He's going to have to find a way.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
The ref is stopping this fight. Tyson's night has ended early here. Unable to go the distance, he couldn't rise up and beat the count.
Ladies and gentlemen, by way of knockouts, your winner, Mildred Johnson.
So here we are, late in the fight, just coasting along, and then that happens.
And that's exactly why it happened, because he was coasting along. Everybody was comfortable. Everybody